I don't think Amazon asked the question how Alexa will hurt Amazon.com sales instead of just naturally increase them.
For Monday, September 23rd, 2019, this is episode 51. Alexa, how can brands sell and engage more now? Bob Stolzberg and I dug into a great question about where e-commerce is headed. Will brands be able to stand as independent e-commerce channels even while reaching customers through Amazon Alexa? Will brands really matter in an increasingly AI-assisted future? Bob and I disagree on this. The most important question for right now, however, is what can we do today to improve customer experiences for shopping and getting information? We also touched on how voice will impact the future of advertising. Plus, you'll find out how you can create a custom skill which lets your customers request a callback from you through Alexa. Thank you to our wonderful sponsors at Trinity Audio. With Trinity Audio, publishers and bloggers can turn their readers into listeners by turning their written content into lifelike speech. All it takes is a short snippet of code to audioify your entire website. Get started for free at trinityaudio.ai. Welcome to the Beetle Moment Marketing Podcast, a short weekly exploration of marketing, voice technology, and business. I'm Emily Binder. I answer to no one, and I make this for you. Let's get on with the show. Welcome back to the Beetle Moment Marketing Podcast. I'm Emily Binder, and I am here with a very special guest, Bob Stolzberg. Welcome to the show, Bob.
Wow, pleasure to be here, Emily. Thank you for all the listeners out there. Let's get ready for a great show.
I'm so excited to talk to Bob because he's one of fewer than 30 Alexa champions in the world. Bob won the 2019 Alexa Skill of the Year in Consumer Marketing and Brand Extension category, and he is the first person to give a TED Talk about VUI, which is Voice User Interface, summer of 2017. He's been featured at Amazon's mega conference reInvent and, of course, the Alexa Conference and the Voice Summit. Many of you have been there, met us, know Bob. And for those of you who don't, he really knows his stuff when it comes to voice marketing. So,
wow.
Yeah, no, I'm very impressed with what you've built. I think it's cool because you're a mover and a shaker and you've done things first in so many ways. VoiceXP.com has been described as the Wix.com of voice. That is Bob's company that he started. So tell us all about VoiceXP.com.
Yeah, well, right now we make a product that is super simple to use. Anybody can do it, and it allows you to build an engaging, feature-rich, multimodal voice experience, and with an underline under experience. Think of it, Wix.com as like a website building tool. You don't have to know any coding. You don't have to be technical, and that's like what we do to build your own voice experience on Alexa and Google and Samsung Bixby coming soon. And so that's what our focus is right now, is building out this product and a platform to make it easy for people. But that's not how we started. I started the company, and as you heard with all of those, oh my gosh, wow, it was super impressive for me to even hear those accolades. I just went all in on voice. I got obsessed and completely focused. But we started as an agency. We were doing custom software for enterprise brands and businesses and even small businesses, but it was all one-off special project stuff. And we've made a pivot into full SaaS company. So it's been quite an amazing experience. We got in early. That's why we were able to do some of these amazing things first, experiment a lot, fail a lot, but have a ton of fun along the way. So pleasure to be here. Let's get into it, Emily. What can I answer first?
That's so fantastic. I mean, I think hitting it early is the best thing in the world. I've kind of done that maybe by accident in ways, but it's really cool because going on your site, it really is like a CMS for voice. And I think something that people are looking for, because there's just this barrier to entry when you think you have to code and you don't know what you're doing. And it kind of makes it easy for people. So is that really the goal with VoiceXP?
Well, our goal is to enable anybody under the sun to create their own voice experience. And we're targeting businesses because obviously they have money. That's how we help them monetize things. But we have all sorts of people building things on our platform, and that's what I find the most interesting. When you give a high school student access to make their idea come to fruition, and we've had authors build new experiences on our platform that don't just tell you about the book, they let you learn more about the character. And it's really an interactive engagement that is unlike anything else out there. So I love building the platform that unlocks people's creativity and business productivity and revenue potentials.
Yeah, the revenue potentials are big. So it's been predicted that by 2023, voice commerce will be an $80 billion market. And that prediction is up from just 40 billion 2 years ago. Like they've already doubled it because there's so much to be sold through voice and experience too. I mean, it's not just a one-way push messaging kind of platform. It's also utility and delight. But tell me a little about how people can use VoiceXP to sell their product or market their business.
Yeah, cool. The first way is through multimodal screens. So what a customer could do is build out a question or statement like, tell me about the pink shoes. And Alexa's going to come back and tell them about that product, but also put something on a screen device like an Echo Show. And using our platform, you can put a button on that screen, and maybe that button says buy now. And if you click that button, it's going to open up a web page on your Echo Show, on your Amazon Fire HD tablet, on the other OEM devices in the future that I'll integrate with Alexa. But, basically put a button on the screen that says buy now. So when someone says, tell me about the product, you can click that button and buy that product. Another way is for voice to tell people about a product and then to do a handoff to text message to send people links to buy that product, So if I were to say, tell me about the pink shoes, and I didn't have a screen device, I could say something like, text me the buy link. And it's going to send me the specific, e-commerce link to buy that thing. I've worked a lot with Amazon.com sellers, and what I've learned is I don't think Amazon asked the question how Alexa will hurt Amazon.com sales instead of just naturally increase them. Because everybody thinks, you're going to use these personal assistants to buy things, which you are, but they assume that it's going to be direct from the platforms. And what I've learned is it doesn't have to be. And, these Amazon.com sellers and other e-commerce businesses are building voice experiences on our platform that basically direct users to buy their products through them directly. And it's, a handoff through text message or something put on a screen, but it ultimately drives them to their site and their properties for that purchase.
Right now, there is more demand for audio advertising than there is inventory available. With Trinity Audio, publishers and bloggers can turn their readers into listeners by turning their written content into lifelike speech. Voice is taking hold in so many ways, from smart speakers to podcasting to hearables. Your audience wants to listen, so give them the option. Anyone with a website can add the Trinity Audio Player to articles or blog posts for free with one short snippet of code. It's a win-win. Publishers can now give readers a convenient, hands-free way to consume content. A short audio ad at the beginning also allows you to generate revenue. Readers will love having the option to listen to a post while multitasking. Audio advertising is the future, so start today. Visit trinityaudio.ai, and we thank them very much for their support of the show. When we think about the voice assistant of the future, and if you've ever heard Brian Romilly's predictions about what this all will really ultimately go toward, and having your voice assistant, your everything basically, and predictively buying things before you even know you need them, what happens to relationships with brands? What is, the future of like email marketing and social media and all of this relationship building with, my suitcase brand or my Nike brand, my shoes, whatever. Where does that go when people start just saying like, Alexa, I need luggage, and then Alexa figures out which luggage is best for you. It's kind of a question, like marketers need to struggle with this. And I don't think people are worried about it yet. We've been so obsessed with, oh, we have to build a relationship with our consumer. And you see that with DTC, big trend. So what do you think with voice? Like, will people still have this brand affinity, which they're going to have to get it through other advertising? They're going to have like exposure to McDonald's from the time they're little kids to really be thinking down the road, like, Alexa, where's the nearest McDonald's, instead of, Alexa, I'm hungry.
I think that the brand loyalty and affinity is only going to increase. And I disagree with what Brian says about the AI automatically placing the orders for these things and, proactively shipping you them. I just don't think that's going to work for everybody. It might be a nice feature and an option, but I don't think most people are going to opt into that because they still like the control and they still like the choice. And, I, for example, live out in rural Ozark Mountains of Missouri. We do our shopping at Dollar General and Walmart for the most part. And it might horrify a lot of people, but hey, you know what? 20% of the United States lives like that. It's a bunch of blue collar, working hardworking people, and they don't use that type of AI. Now, hey, if you lived in, a really metropolitan city and you fit the right demographic, maybe ordering stuff like that automatically would be a good choice. However, I think that here's how it's going to work. Let's say you have your favorite laundry detergent. I'm gonna use Tide for an example. If I run out of laundry detergent and if I'm brand loyal to Tide and I'm using their skill to do things like get tips, get coupons delivered to my phone, or something delivered via voice, that's great. I have a loyalty to them, and I'm going to simply say something like, Alexa, ask Tide reorder my detergent. Okay, now Tide's going to know my contact information because I gave the skill the permissions. It's going to already have me in their CRM. So I probably already gave them my credit card number. So if I said reorder Tide from Tide, it's going to know how to bill me, where to send it to, and what I like. Amazon didn't have anything to do with that equation other than I used their voice user interface to interact with my brand. Okay. Now, I don't think Tide's going to keep track of me to know how many laundry loads I went through to automatically send that. However, they might send me a proactive notification 30 days later or whenever people run out of detergent, of the whatever ounce, to go, hey, we noticed you might be running low. Can I offer you some sort of an incentive? Right? Go to my website. Let me send you a text message, or let me deliver that incentive through voice. I think people are going to be way more brand loyal for those types of convenient experiences of products that they already know and love.
Oh, and just to clarify, I don't know that Brian Romley predicted that there would be automatic ordering. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I'm saying with the whole loss of the brand relationship and the building of the relationship and trust in the AI. So you think that the brand loyalty will remain. My skepticism on that is if we're going toward more voice-based experiences and less, thumbs deep in our phones and less hours per day watching TV, which has dropped. And actually, for the first time ever last year, internet time eclipsed television watching time globally, which is huge because, think about all the countries in the world and how slow technology can be adopted to then outpace television. I think we're going to be exposed to less advertising in the way that we've experienced it before. It's going to be more like sponsorship or content, kind of like if you think about flash briefing. Like I'm getting a brand exposure from whatever I'm following there every day, but they're not selling me something, and maybe down the road I'll need it. Maybe I'll remember them.
I think another feature that will further reinforce the brand loyalty, if that's the right phrase for it, is so that when people will interact with the voice experience to have it do things like call them. If I were to say, to your favorite company out there, Alexa, ask favorite company, call me or call me back, and your phone just instantly rings and you're connected with them and the department you wanted to talk to, sales, support, whatever, that convenience factor accessible through that voice experience, I think will further reinforce that whole brand loyalty because I didn't have
Yes,
to do
yes. And
anything to engage with them other than one voice command and one click.
that's So true, so powerful, and so cool because you can do that on voicexp.com. I haven't seen any other tools that do it so well and so easily. And I'm like, this is not a sponsored episode. There's no money exchange. I just literally like what Bob has built. I like that he's just a problem solver. And that's why I wanted to interview you about all of this cool stuff you're doing and to empower people because maybe people don't know about voicexp.com, but they want to build how do I get my customers to easily be able to call me or contact my sales department hands free because they're busy. They don't want to pick up their phone and tap, type, and swipe because that experience sucks.
Yes. I got to give the credit to our customers because when you're customer obsessed and you basically work with so many and build what they want, they tell you how they want the customer to engage with their business and the experience. And we just happen to build an easy to use platform that makes that happen for any business. So thank you for the love. It's just we'll keep building, keep the feedback coming.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You're so welcome. So before we wrap, we have just a minute or two left.
Yep.
What do you wish that people understood or knew about voice technology, voice marketing that maybe they don't?
That they have to adopt voice marketing as part of their digital marketing or omni-channel strategy. And what I mean by that is voice is a funnel, and they need to learn how to promote those engagements on social media to get people engaged. Let me give you a really quick example. Alexa, ask VoiceXP how realtors are using voice in open houses. Alexa, ask VoiceXP how voice is helping open houses.
Thanks for asking. Alexa is helping real estate agents in 3 big ways. Let me tell you. 1. It lets customers easily ask questions and get answers about the agent and their listings. 2. Voice can send customers your website link to your open houses and listings via text message. And 3. Using VoiceXP, customers can say, Alexa, connect me to the agent, and we'll take care of connecting the customer and the agent on the phone in real time. All by just asking. Voice is set to disrupt real estate. I can send you a case study or a video showing you more. If you want them, just say, Alexa, send me the real estate case study, or Alexa, send me the real estate video, and I'll text you the links. How can I help you next?
Okay, I'll cut it off there, but imagine seeing a picture on Facebook that's targeted so that you ask that same question to the skill you've got enabled and you enter a voice funnel. It tells you something and then it tries to get you to, invoke another phrase to send you a white paper or a video, and you're basically opting in if you want to at that point. So I think the biggest thing is people understanding how voice marketing will be used in the future, as not just voice as part of your omni-channel strategy, but how to get people to engage with your voice experiences.
I love it, Bob. Thank you for coming on the show. Let people know how they can get in touch with you and VoiceXP.
Oh, simple. We put all the hot stuff out on LinkedIn. Just go to LinkedIn and search for VoiceXP and give it a follow. We would appreciate it.
Fantastic. Thank you, Bob.
My pleasure. Thanks, everyone.
To find out how to advertise on the show or to consult with me, visit BeetleMoment.com. And hey, if you enjoy this podcast, please leave a review on Apple Podcasts at bit.ly/BeetlePod, or you can search for Beetle Moment Marketing in the Apple Podcasts directory. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next week.